Why do surrogate mothers and their partners need a background check? The safety, trust, and well-being of everyone involved in the surrogacy journey, including the intended parents, the surrogate, and of course a baby, are always our top priority. Hi, I'm Ashley, and at GSHC, that is why background checks are such an important part of the process. They help ensure the journey is not only safe, but also secure and ethical from the very beginning. Think about it. The surrogate is carrying someone else's child. It's essential to make sure her home environment is stable, supportive, and free from risks like criminal activity or substance abuse. Background checks help confirm that there's no history of child abuse, neglect, or behavior that could put the baby or the journey at risk. For intended parents, this process involves a huge amount of trust, emotionally and financially. They deserve to know their surrogate and her partner are responsible, law-abiding, and ready to follow through with every medical, legal, and personal commitment. That's why we choose to screen for things like fraud, financial crimes, or past conflicts related to surrogacy. It's all about creating a trustworthy, ethical experience for everyone involved. A healthy pregnancy also depends on a safe and clean environment. So background checks help confirm that neither the surrogate or her partner has a drug-related offense and that they are committed to a substance-free lifestyle throughout the journey. Let's not forget, the surrogate's partner plays a big role too. Her emotional and physical well-being is tied to having a supportive home life. That is why we look for things like a clean record with no history of domestic violence or criminal behavior that could create risk. And finally, background checks aren't just an agency preference, they're a requirement. Intended parents, clinics, and legal professionals all expect both the surrogate and her partner to pass this step before moving forward. It keeps the process on track and ensures everything is done according to legal, medical, and ethical standards. So, how does it work? First, the surrogate and her partner signs consent forms, and then a reputable agency runs the screening. Once that's complete, intended parents are simply told whether or not the surrogate meets the requirements. No personal details are shared. Privacy is always protected. At GSHC, we know that this is more than just a process. It's a life-changing journey. And by taking these steps, we make sure it's safe, ethical, and built on trust for everyone involved.
GSHC